Right guys, welcome back, and oh man, this is crazy. If you're a fan of freaking epicness, this is the day, because buckle up everyone, we are finally here. Hollow Knight Silksong is literally coming in a couple of days, and I cannot believe my own freaking eyes. Yes guys, that's right. After years of waiting, Team Cherry just dropped the crazy bomb at Gamescom, and we have a new trailer, and it's crazy. Silksong hits shelves on September 4th and is coming also, by the way, day one on Xbox Game Pass, which is even crazy, right? Now, this, guys, is incredible. In this video, let's break down, focusing on the stuff that makes the most sense. The gameplay, the music, the atmosphere, and the graphics, and why you should also be hyped about this game, because holy crap, guys. First off, let's talk about the gameplay, because this is where Silksong shines brighter than a bug's butt in a lantern festival. If you played the original Hollow Knight, you know Team Cherry nails that Metroidvania magic, exploring massive worlds, unlocking new abilities, and lets you backtrack and discover secrets you missed before. But Silksong cranks up to 11 by putting you in control of Hornet, the badass princess protector from the first game. She's not your slow, methodical knight. No. The Hornet is a freaking acrobat on steroids. Her moveset is all about speed and fluidity, dashing through the air, flipping her enemies, parrying attacks like a pro fencer, and using her needle weapon to lunge and slash with pinpoint freaking precision. What really sets it apart are the silk mechanics. Hornet weaves silk threads to bind enemies, swing across chasms, or even set traps that turn into battlefield into your personal playground. Imagine zipping around like basically Spider-Man, obviously not that exaggerated, but in a dark, buggy world, it's just amazing. The combat, punishing but very rewarding. Over 100 new enemy types, from sneaky assassins to hulking beasts, each one with a unique pattern that forces you to adapt on the fly. The boss fights, well, we have confirmed so far over 40 of them, and from the demos at Gamescom and E3 way back, they look like dances of death, where one single wrong move effectively can literally put you back from the beginning. So it's gonna be really cool. Like, you have to adapt, learn your enemy's moveset, and after that the reward of defeating them is just gonna be so much better. Hornet heals faster than the knight, using silk instead of soul, and you can craft tools like bombs, spiked balls, and mechanisms to customize your loadout. No more relying on charms. You're crafting your own arsenal mid-adventure. Plus, there's a quest system which categorizes like hunting rare beasts or gathering items for NPCs, adding a layer of purpose to your exploration. It's not just wandering, it's a pilgrimage with stakes. If you love games that make you feel like a god when you finally nail the tough sections and the gameplay, Silksong literally will have your fist pumping at literally 2 a.m. in the morning. And guys, I am there for it, because when this game comes out, I'm gonna play it for so many hours, because it just looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, let's just shift gears for a second to the music, because Christopher Larkin is back, and he's composing what sounds like the soundtrack of my dreams. If you remember the original Hollow Knight score, those haunting melodies that made Hollow's Nest feel alive with melancholy and wonder, Silksong takes it further. From the trailer and previews, we got symphonic strings that swell during the intense boss fights, making you pulse race, and almost like the tracks, which are also piano driven, by the way, with that underscore, the quiet, eerie moments of discovery. It just combines so nicely. It's orchestral gold, blending melancholy vibes with heart-pumping intensity. Again, it's just so good. And all in all, enemies also use musical instruments as weapons, and the kingdom of Farloom is ruled by these motifs. Imagine exploring Misted Moor with a gloomy piano tinkling in the background, building tension with BAM! A boss theme kicks into thundering horns and strings that make you feel like you're literally in an opera of freaking doom. It's not just background noise, it's the emotion glue that ties everything together. Music is fundamental to the I would say, to the experience of the game, because Silksong scores will effectively combine with the gameplay and exploration, kind of immerse you in that world in a way that you only seen like in games like potentially The Witcher, right? Which is just crazy. Now, speaking of immersion, the atmosphere in Silksong is straight up intoxicating. You're a hornet captured and thrown into Parlum, a haunted kingdom far from Hallownest, where silk threads bind everything together in a web of mystery and danger. It's a land of contrast, lush mossy growth blowing with life, coral forest in vibrant pink and cyans gilt with cities that scream opulence but hide quite dark secrets, and misted moors where fog rolls like a living entity. The theme of silk and song permeates everything: ancient rituals, forgotten gods, and a pilgrimage to a shining citadel at the peak. It's dark, yes, like the original, with that Souls-like kind of vibe of isolation and peril, but there's this undercurrent of beauty and hope. Quests involve restoring light to broken down bugs, solving riddles tied to Hornet's past, and uncovering lore that connects back to the first game in mind-bending ways. The world feels alive with NPCs that have real stories, voice-acted narration adding depth, and environmental storytelling that rewards the curious. It's the kind of atmosphere that makes you forget the real world. You lose hours just soaking it all in, feeling that mix of awe, dread, and triumph. If games like Dark Souls or the original Hollow Knight hooked you up for like many hours, Silksong will wrap you like never before, and trust me, you are there going to enjoy it 100%. And visually, oh boy, well, the graphics are a feast to the eye. Team Cherry's hand-drawn 2D art style is back and better than ever. Crisp, detailed animations that make every swing of Hornet's needle feel the weight and grace. Environments pop with color and intricacy: pink coral reefs shimmering under ethereal light, bronze-stone citadels with intricate architecture, and dark grottos where silk strands glow like veins of gold. It's deceptively simple at first glance, but zooming in, metaphorically obviously, you see the love poured into every single frame. Fluid enemy designs, particle effects from silk burst and lightning that shifts dynamically to arm the mood. From the recent Gamescom demo footage, it runs silky smooth on everything from PC to Nintendo Switch 2, with no compromises on the gorgeous aesthetics. It's not photorealistic, it's artistic perfection, the kind that ages like fine wine and looks stunning on any screen from now for many years. If you appreciate games where the visuals tell a story as much as the gameplay, Silksong is a visual poem, and you'll want every single frame of it. And let's be honest guys, myself and many of you have been waiting for this game since 2019, and after all the delays, seeing the release trailer hit me like a freaking truck going to like a alternate world, like an isekai world, honestly. Hollow Knight Silksong isn't just a sequel, it's an evolution packed with more content, deeper mechanics, and that signature Team Cherry polish that made the original a cult classic. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just new to the series, this is a game that it will redefine what Metroidvania can be. The gameplay will test your skills and reward you with persistence. Yes, it's going to be hard, but it's going to be freaking rewarding. With music that will haunt your playlist, the atmosphere will put you into its web, and the graphics will leave you breathless for many hours. Now guys, just one final thing, the game also is going to tell you something quite exciting: the fact that they are going to expand on the game even more so Team Cherry will add more DLCs, more content to the game. Obviously we don't know if it's going to be all paid or free, but they already said that they are going to support this game for the long run. So even more news on why you should basically buy the game now, because it's just gonna get even better and better every single iteration on every single update. So guys, that's it for today's video. As always, I shall see you later in the next one.